The Outback name was first used for a more off-roady version of the iconic Subaru Legacy wagon. Named after the vast expanse of Australian outback, the name should offer some sort of clue as to what this car is all about. Blending the practicality of an estate car with genuine off-road ruggedness and good value pricing, the Outback, which now stands as its own model after the Legacy was replaced by the Levorg, was and still is beloved by farmers and family drivers alike. So, the latest version of the Outback was introduced in 2015 and it does look quite a lot like its predecessor. There is a good reason for that, in fact. You see, Subaru polled their buyers and asked what they wanted from their next Outback. The response was that they couldn't really give a monkeys about looks or anything like that, so long as it was a little bit cheaper to run and a little bit more refined. You might expect then that it's going to be all scratchy plastics and hosed down surfaces, but in fact the interior of the new Outback is a vast improvement over its predecessor. Sure, rival estates like the Audi A6 Allroad will be a bit more plush, but then if you're looking for executive interiors, you're kind of barking up the wrong tree. Personally, I found that these hints of brushed chrome, plus the new 7-inch touchscreen and the decluttered dash, gives it just the right amount of attractiveness and hardiness. The spec list is refreshingly simple as well, with just two trims to choose from, SE and the SE Premium model that we've got here. Standard kit includes LED headlights, cruise control and a reversing camera, while option for the higher trim adds sunroof, keyless entry, plus leather seats. Given its estate car size, it means that there's plenty of room for 5 adults in here in total, along with all manner of cubbies, cup holders and a large central glove box in which to store your things. Subaru has also significantly lowered the tailgate to make loading heavier items easy. There's also a lot of underfloor storage here, as well as these pop-out hooks for hanging bags on. Now, with the rear seats up, there's a very usable 512 litres of space there, but if you fold them down with these handy triggers in the boot, it unleashes 2,000 litres of space, which rivals some vans in terms of capacity. The main attraction of the Outback is of course its permanent 4-wheel drive, its raised ground clearance and its long travel suspension, which allows it to conquer all sorts of surfaces with extraordinary ease. It's no Jeep Wrangler or Land Rover Discovery, but then it's not that far off, and the sheer amount of grip available means that it leaves many so-called off-roaders and SUVs eating its literal dust. Mud, snow, gravel, squidgy leaves or drizzly tarmac, you name it, the Outback's bulletproof toughness can tackle it. Take it onto the road and it's fairly good as well. There's nowhere near as much body lean as you might expect from such a high riding car, although the steering is a little bit vague, and make no mistake about it, this is no driver's car. Two engines are available, a 173 brake horsepower petrol and this 148 brake horsepower turbocharged boxer diesel, which is probably the engine that most British buyers are going to go for. Matched with either a 6-speed manual gearbox or a CVT automatic, it's smooth, strong and refined, if a little bit drony at speed, and it has enough power for most without feeling too fast. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 9.9 seconds with the CVT, which is probably the best gearbox of its kind on the market right now. 4-wheel drive coupled with a torquey engine also means that the Outback is able to tow weights of up to 2 tons. Now, one thing that Scoobies have never been all that good at is fuel economy, and our model has returned a modest 42.2 miles per gallon in the week that we've had it, with 145 grams per kilometre of CO2. Rivals like the Skoda Octavia Scout will be cheaper to run, but the trade-off is that they're less happy off-piste. Whether you need that or not is ultimately up to you, but with a starting price of $27,995, the Outback gives cars like the A6 Allroad a run for the money, rivaling their size and their performance at a fraction of the cost. Compared against smaller but cheaper models like the Octavia and the Seat Leon Experience, it is a bit more money, but it comes with more kit as standard, plus a 5-year 100,000 warranty as well. Buyers these days tend to go straight for an SUV whenever they need a car that's spacious and even in any way capable off-road, but the Subaru Outback proves that sometimes physically bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. With flexible performance and an interior that's stylish and hard-wearing, the car is a go-anywhere, do-anything pack mule that's sure to appeal to a lot of buyers. It probably won't sell as many as its mainstream rivals, and it's not the best car in its class to drive, but core buyers and dedicated Scooby fans will love it, and to Subaru, that's all that matters. But what do you think of the Subaru Outback? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models, visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click on one of the links on screen now.